I was backwards at going forward, and why I do not know. Some people said I was shy, and others said I was a wee bit slow. You see, my father blamed me mother for raising me a lazy sod, but she maintained it was all his fault, 'cause all his crowd were odd. Well, I had my eye on Mary Ann this past 18 years or so. Now, the only thing that held me back was in case she might say no. You see, I turned her down back in her younger days. Now, it's not that she got any better looking, it's just I'm a little less hard to please. Well, I was put in contact with this man, an expert in the field, who told me he had a plan and to go out and buy the ring. He said, if you follow my get a woman plan, in a week or two you'll have her eaten out of your hand. He said the next time that you see her, pay her a lot of heed. Take a good look at what she's wearing and see if there's anything she might need. Perhaps a scarf around the neck or something for her hair. And if you like the plan, come back to me and we'll take it on from there. Well, that very night, and I going down for a pint, who did I meet but Mary Ann, and she coming pedaling on the bike. And just as she approached me, along comes this huge big truck and nearly blew the clothes clean off her, and didn't I get a right good look? Well, there wasn't much she needed. Not as far as I could see. All her odds and ends were covered from just below the knee. But then and there I spied it. What a man could buy for the woman he loved. Sure, it was sitting straight in front of me. She wasn't wearing gloves. Well, I went into town the next Thursday in the Buston for Ban to get the gloves, the first part of my plan. Now, I told me ma what I was at and to see if she could recommend a kind. She said, you'd be better off getting a pair for yourself and not always be wearing mine. She said, I'll go into town along with you. You might need someone to try them on. Now, that wasn't part of the plan, but I said I'd play along. She said, we'll go into that little drapery shop that's owned by Fred McVickers. Oh, I'm in an awful way for a pair of pants. That's what women now call knickers. Well, when I got inside the store, I was completely mesmerised. For when the shopman asked me, I didn't know her size. Oh, I felt an awful itch. Oh, I didn't know what to do. I said, by God, you have me there. But she's about a 7 in a shoe. Well, I got a pair about her size, well, as far as I could tell. Oh, a lovely leather pair with this gorgeous leather smell. And then I spied a man's pair just up upon the shelf. And I remembered what me ma had said, and I said, I'll buy them now for myself. Well, when I went home that evening, I took me ma's advice, and I splashed on the remainder of a bottle of Old Spice. Then I said to Ma, where's the shopping? She said, it's up upon the bed. But so when I went up to pick up the gloves, didn't I pick the knickers up instead? Well, I left the house as proud as punch, not realising what I'd done, and I leapt up round the tractor, and I got her started on the run. And when I got to Mary Ann's, I could see she was alone, so I parked the tractor on the slope, and I headed her for home. I kind of sidestepped to the door, and on it I did knock. And when Mary Ann came out, I said, now, I think it's time we had a chat. And here's a little something I got in McVicker's shop. And I handed her the present with a love heart on the top. Well, when she opened up the present, she didn't look one bit pleased. And the bit of a grin that was on the face had quickly been erased. I said, oh, begop, she doesn't like the gloves. And I felt an awful dread as the face began to tighten and the hair stood on the head. I said, well, to tell ya, I liked them when I saw them in the shop. In fact, I liked them so much, I bought a pair myself. You see, when it be cold, I'd wear me mother's. And I knew it wasn't fair to be always wearing hers when they were her only pair. Well, by now, the face was lying on Mary Ann. I thought she'd blow a fuse. And the language that came out of her, well, I never heard a woman use. And then she pushed me back and knocked me off my feet. And in the mislead that followed, I lost me cap and me bottom row of teeth. Well, as I freewheeled down that boreen, hopping off each ditch, with me 2 ears still ringing from the roars of yon owl witch. And if ever I see that expert, I'll tell him to take his plan and to shove it where the sun don't shine, and to hell with Mary Ann.